We've all felt that pang of loneliness, right? But what if I told you we've been thinking about it all wrong? Well, today, we're diving into Ranucca Gavrani's incredible book, The Art of Being Alone, and it's all about how we can totally transform our relationship with our own company. Right off the bat, the author hits us with this quote, and it's a real game changer. "Solitude is my home. Loneliness was my cage." She's drawing this huge line in the sand. This isn't just about being by yourself. It's about moving from feeling trapped and confined to feeling free and comfortable in your own skin. Okay, so that sounds great, but how do you actually find the key to that cage? How do you make that leap? Well, that's exactly what we're going to break down in this explainer. We're going to unpack the book's biggest ideas on how you can stop being afraid of your own company and instead start seeing it as a superpower. To figure out how to escape the cage, first we got to understand how we got locked in there in the first place. The book makes a really interesting point. This fear of being alone, it's not natural. We're not born with it. It's something we're taught. So why do we fear being alone so much? Gavrani says this fear is basically programmed into us, right from when we're little kids. It's like from day one, we start learning this unspoken rule. Being by yourself equals being a loser or unwanted or just weird. And once you start looking for it, you see these messages everywhere. Seriously, just think about it. The kid eating alone in the cafeteria? We're taught to see them as a weirdo. And movies? The loner is always this sad, weak character who's just waiting to be saved by someone cooler. And don't even get me started on social media. With its endless parade of friendship goals, it just piles on the pressure, making you feel like if you're alone, you must be doing something wrong. So with all this pressure, it's no wonder we try to escape that feeling of loneliness, right? But the book points out that we usually fall into two common traps, two flawed escape plans that actually make things worse. Let's break them down. Okay, so escape plan number one is the movie myth. We've seen it 1,000 times. A hero is going to sweep in and save you from all your problems. We wait for that perfect person, that one amazing friend to come along and make everything okay. But here's the harsh truth, right? Real life doesn't work like that. Waiting around for a savior who probably doesn't exist, well, it's just a recipe for disappointment. So, what happens when that hero never shows up? That leads us to the second flawed plan. We try to become someone else to fit in. You know what I'm talking about. You start agreeing to do things you actually hate. You wear clothes that don't feel like you. You bite your tongue instead of saying what you really think. All of this just to get a nod of approval. We basically become actors in our own lives, and in the process, we lose the real us. But here's where the book really flips the script. What if both of these escape plans, waiting for a hero and trying to fit in, are completely missing the point? What if the real root of loneliness isn't what we think it is at all? This is a huge moment in the book. The argument is that the problem isn't the absence of other people, it's that we've been looking in the wrong direction the whole time. We're so obsessed with who's around us or who isn't around us that we've ignored the real issue. The real pain comes from being disconnected from ourselves. And this definition just nails it. Loneliness is not when you don't have people around. Loneliness occurs when you cannot find yourself inside you. Wow. It's not about being physically alone. It's about that hollow feeling when you're disconnected from your own core. It's that awful sense of looking in the mirror and having no idea who that person is anymore because you've been pretending for so long. Okay, so if loneliness is losing yourself, then the only real solution is finding yourself again. So let's talk about the journey back to you. The author gives us a really clear two-step path to get from loneliness to what she calls solitude. Step one is all about self-acceptance, and I mean radical self-acceptance, acknowledging and just being okay with every single part of you, the good, the bad, the weird stuff society tells you to hide. And then step two is self-knowledge. This isn't a one-and-done thing. It's a lifelong journey of getting curious about who you really are when you strip away all the labels and expectations. And when you actually start doing this work, when you start on this journey back to yourself, something amazing starts to happen. The whole idea of being alone just changes. It goes from being this scary thing you're running away from to something you actually start to cherish. The book uses this Taylor Swift quote, and it's just perfect. Quote, "The scary news is you are on your own now. But the cool news is you are on your own now." It's the same fact, but two totally different ways of looking at it. Yeah, it can be scary to realize you're on your own, but it's also incredibly cool. It means you're in charge, you get to write your own story, direct your own life, you're not just a side character in someone else's movie anymore. And that leads us to the ultimate mindset shift. Being alone doesn't mean you're lonely anymore. It means you are with yourself. It's not about an absence of people, it's about the presence of you. It's a chance to actually get to know and hang out with the one person who's going to be with you for your entire life. And that is the art of being alone. That's how you turn that cage into a home. So the book leaves us with this one last really powerful question. Because if being alone means you're with yourself, then the only question that matters is, who will you choose to be? It totally reframes everything. It's not about waiting for someone else to pick you, it's about you deciding who you are. And when you shift your focus there, suddenly that fear of being alone just melts away. And what's left is freedom.